think I did something because oh my God, bro. See, I can't be nice because you always think I'm doing something. Bro, you know what? It don't matter at this point. I can't just do something nice. I asked you, do you want something? And it's all this. Yeah, she must ain't take a nap at all today. Oh, I ain't got it. It ain't gonna matter because I ain't gonna be working on no more anyway. All good. The reason I'm going because I already got school, to be honest. The only reason I'm going tomorrow because I already got school. Keep Tosh from having the
Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here involves a journey to Kidville. Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals and a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the Duke Blue Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Hurricanes will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First down for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly out to the tight end. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They're going to run it to the right.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now they'll run the draw. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the 1st down.
You can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it, trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable offense.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. The Blue Devils get it past the sticks.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the 1st down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
He's looking to throw it. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is ready to give him a first down.
Love the play by the wide receiver because he didn't get lazy. He adjusted his route accordingly, so the depth got past the first down marker. Now he's helping out his offense keep the drive alive.
Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
It's obviously huge to make the catch, but give that receiver credit. Nice spatial awareness, knowing where he is on the field to make sure that he's in bounds when he secures the catch.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Looking to throw it again. Finds his man. It's Stenson. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
And the Blue Devils trying to cash it in on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call.
Quarterback sneak for the touchdown.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board, no matter how it looks. You just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for blockers. And the returner will be dragged down. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. It has been a less than stellar start in ACC play, and now the mission is to try to keep this season from going down the drain.
Yeah, and you got to find new ways to motivate. You came into the season, you're probably like, hey, listen, we want to be ACC champs, and that dream is probably gone, but let's refocus, right? Jesse, it's really fun to be that team in the middle towards the end of the year, too, where you can play sport.
Yeah, it's all about building, too. Just one game at a time, and it just takes one win to get the season completely turned around. This team has not yet quit on the year. They're still out playing hard with great effort. They just got to put a full game together.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. They'll try to get the first through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Coming after it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. He'll keep it himself. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Looking for a block. It's Collins. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up his first period with a huge gain. First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, the running back has it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And the defense was not fooled on that 3rd down. They were expecting that could be run. The linebackers doing a nice job really coming hard downhill to stop that play.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Quarterback will audible. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
How do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's going to pass. Fires to the middle. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball in his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll start this drive with a pass. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. They're going to test the right side with this one.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it again. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Give to the big fullback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. The Blue Devils have pushed it inside the 20. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Grabs it in the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short, now set up in a 1st and goal situation.
On the option. Now the toss. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Duke. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way.
Maybe you took her out for one last fling.
Perhaps I better call my lawyer.
Perhaps you should.
And then someone to grab the boots and the cookie outside in the open. It's pretty kinky. She refused, you know. Your friend Griswold says she's gonna swear.
That's so frustrating.
So you got so pissed off when she refused you down to too rough, didn't it? Try chasing.
Both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that...
Off he goes! And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all...
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there, they'll pin their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
Big first down sack for the defense, brings up second down. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Oh, picked off. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. Second interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
To the ground with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Using his legs, it's Richard. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now facing a third and long. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead's extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He's going to bring it out from deep. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit.
It's complete. A huge pickup. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Getting some heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
I know it's early in this game, but man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Blue Devils will boot it away to start the second half. And he's going to run it back. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to pass. It's Melton. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the Canes headed quickly to the line.
The third down offense has not been good, and add this one to the tab. Another third down stop. They give up this.
Looking for a huge play. What a snag by the defense. Taking it the other way. At the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that is how you bring it. You see the ball, you go get it right now, and you bring the wood with some bad intentions.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation.
Touchdown, Blue Devils! And the route is on.
Stopping the option is hard, but mission number 1 is I better make the quarterback make a read and get the ball out of his hands. The defense hasn't done that today. That's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game off the option.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And the extra point splits the uprights. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Here on second down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Crosses to 40. Can anyone catch him? Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And here's the return. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production, but listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Looking to throw on second down. That's caught. It's Collins. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd down, going up top. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pace. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball in the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everywhere.
The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Collins. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He'll do it himself. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And now you just completely flipped how I play defense. I'm not really worried about the quarterback running the football. I'm like, okay, he's number 3 or 4 on my list of who I think can beat me. But now he does that. Now it puts it in the back of my mind. I got to think about it. I got to stay home. I got to stay disciplined. Nice little curveball by the offense.
From the gun, running back gets the give. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Duke! And the pummeling has started.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone. You love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today. They're up by 7 over Penn State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Looking to move it through the air. They're bringing heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And that is where defensive ends make their money, by getting to the quarterback and knocking him down.
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to be. You want to be a double-digit sack guy. You want to be a guy that puts pressure on the quarterback. Playing the run is fun, but I want to get quarterbacks, and I want to make their life better.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Right back to the well. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Shoots it to the left. And that ball is picked off. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on in return, but they'll take it in business at the 41.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit. The defense able to come up with a big pick.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
First and 10, they're down to the 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Movement here from the tight end. Big fullback's got it. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Went to the running game on first down, now second down. The give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Blue Devils have taken it inside the 20. Down. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The toss to the right. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Second down coming up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Hard running there. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
What a great job at the backside of the defense staying home. A lot of time the run looks like it's going the other direction. What happens? You start to chase. Nope. These guys stayed home and played their assignment, and that's why they had success.
Offense in an empty set. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Right down the middle. He's got the tight end. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll let one go down the right side. And he's got it inside the 20. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
They get to him as he throws. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Offense gets set for second down. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. It'll be a draw. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Looking for room, it's Collins. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And the quarterback takes a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee. When you know you have a team out of class, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field.